Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove H&R accounts from their credit report. And actually, you'll be happy to know that in many cases, this is without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, then I'm confident by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action now. For example, if you know or you believe that H&R accounts or any of the accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid, or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf at zero cost, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. Or if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can certainly help with that as well. Give us a call today. Our number will be in the description area below. So with that, I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. And the first one that I have here, I think is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with H&R accounts? I put this one at the top of the list because, we have a lot of callers that are terrified that this could happen. And it makes sense. Few people are really taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And unfortunately, unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that whatsoever. The amount of the debt doesn't matter either. You could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So hope that sets your mind at ease. But next up is, who is H&R Accounts and why are they showing up in your credit report? So they are what's referred to as a debt collector or a credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount, okay? For example, let's imagine for a moment that for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One. And let's say it's $1,000. H&R Accounts could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what a lot of people don't realize is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So actually, a lot of times, paying the debt isn't in your best interest and could just be a waste of your money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Now, in addition to credit reporting, they may send scary letters, call a lot, even calling your family members and colleagues. And if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, you may be owed a lawsuit. So again, that's another case that you want to give us a call so we can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with H&R Accounts? Well, settling your debt with H&R Accounts depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, paying is the best option. Why is that? Because, as I mentioned before, even if you pay the collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, then the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, and the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's a perfect solution, which leads into how do you remove H&R accounts from your credit report? So it works like this. The Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. Now, I will say that the knowledge required to do that is a bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, maybe months, really learning how to do it properly. However, if we're able to, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it's done properly the first time. You can save that extra time and hassle learning how to do it. And we're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with H&R accounts many times, and they regularly have issues. And we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'd be happy to take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get H&R accounts to stop calling you? Yeah. So, as I mentioned, they're going to be calling as an attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which ultimately means the only reason they'll stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will H&R accounts try suing or garnishing my wages? So H&R accounts suing is unlikely. It can happen. It does happen, but honestly, in our experience, it's rare. There are a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win, and it's just a really long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, they won't be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with H&R accounts? So you have the right to dispute any of your debt that H&R accounts has purchased. They're governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, the FDCPA. And as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA. Now, these acts can seem very complicated, but they really provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. But if you don't have time to research these acts, it's not a problem. You can call us today. We can discuss your options. Again, please find our number in the description area below. And I hope this video helped you out. Thanks so much for watching.